To help us evaluate the performance of NBA title contenders, guest analyst Charles Chu joins us live in the studio tonight. Good evening, Charles, and welcome back to Sports Desk.
Glad to be back, as always.
Okay, you know who's back doing triple-doubles? Russell Westbrook. And no one's surprised anymore. Do you feel that Westbrook will just keep on adding these triple-doubles until we reach the playoffs?
I don't know if he's going to be consistently putting up triple-doubles, but for sure numbers close to those triple-doubles, sure. I mean, he's playing amazing, especially without Kevin Durant. I mean, they're 12-9 without Durant, but the last 10 games, they're 7-3 since February, and that's when Westbrook's really gone on beast mode or whatever you call it. I mean, he's been amazing, and I mean, just today he had 17 assists to go with 30 points. He's playing like a PlayStation player. I mean, the guys who play in our PlayStation video games, I mean, it's amazing what he's doing, really. He's just been so dominant.
We know he's been playing amazing, but you mentioned he's been playing amazing without Kevin Durant. So what happens when Durant is back? What is it going to look like for OKC?
Well, I think the good thing is that those two guys, no matter how much the media tries to put something between them, I mean, they're really good friends. They're really tight. And both of them just want to win. So I know they're going to figure a way out. I mean, Kevin Durant's the type of guy who can defer to Westbrook at times. I mean, there are times that Westbrook takes more shots than Durant. Durant never says a thing. It's the media, the fans who are like, why are you taking more shots? But I think with the way Westbrook's playing right now, nobody should criticize him anymore if he's going to take some shots, because he can prove that he can take over games really when he wants to. And it's really impressive how he's gotten guys like Kanter, Ibaka. I mean, these guys to play so much better than what we're used to seeing from them.
Yes, okay, so, we've established OKC. Let's move on to the San Antonio Spurs. Earlier we said they're sitting in the 7th spot of the Western Conference. Are they still title contenders this year, Charles?
Well, very interesting. I think before the season started, most analysts considered them the favorites. But then as the season went along, all of a sudden they were in a mini slump. I think a lot of it had to do with Tony Parker being hurt. It wasn't his usual self, but today he had 32 big points. They've won 5 in a row. All of a sudden they're looking like, okay, they might just be there again. I mean, they're going to have a really hard time against the Warriors, though. I think the Warriors might be the favorite right now in the West just because they're playing so well. But, we can never count the Spurs out. I mean, they're starting to peak at the right time. And as long as they're healthy, I think they're going to give any team a hard time.
Speaking of teams needing to be healthy, the Chicago Bulls, I mean, this team cannot catch a break. It's like one injury after another, and it seems so banged up all the time. Can the Bulls, really make a serious run with all the injuries that they've sustained?
Well, if Derrick Rose and Jimmy Butler get healthy right before the end of the regular season, get some games under their belt, get into a rhythm, I think they'll be dangerous come playoff time. It's impressive how Coach Thibs has gotten guys like Aaron Brooks, Tony Snell. I mean, a lot of unsung guys contributing for their team. I mean, they're 3rd right now in the East. Yeah. It's a bit scary, though. Right now, if they end up at number 4 or 5, it's very close. It's tough, but 2 teams at the bottom of the East are very dangerous. I mean, the Heat, who are out of the playoffs right now, but if they make the playoffs together with the Pacers and the Hornets, they're playing so well. If the Bulls don't get healthy and they meet one of those teams in maybe the 1st round or the 2nd round, it's going to be tough. Not to mention, if they end up 3rd, they most probably will face Cleveland in the 2nd round, and that's going to be a tough order for them.
Okay, last question, and quick answer. Steph Curry, is he really the leading contender for NBA MVP?
Oh, man, it's tough. But what he's doing with the Warriors is just so impressive. I mean, more than all the numbers that we see, the assists, the points, the percentages that he's putting up, you see the games and everybody's double-teaming him. Sometimes before a pick and roll comes, they're double-teaming him. They just want to get the ball out of his hands, and that's just creating so much opportunities for his teammates. And I think right now he's the favorite, but I wouldn't count out James Harden or Russell Westbrook.
Okay, thank you, Charles, for going back to Sports Desk, and hope to see you soon again.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.